Did you know that they can shut down your account or freeze your account if you move abroad? Neither did I. This, you guys, is Moolah Money Monday. So let's talk about finances. It's Moolah Money Monday. It's Moolah Money Monday. Okay, you guys, today's video is answering a question that I get quite often. And so I decided to expound upon what tasks that you need to be fulfilling prior to moving abroad from the US. Okay. My name is Nicole. I'm a US citizen that is living abroad in Panama City, Panama, my beautiful home away from home. And yeah, everyone who is preparing to make that move, whether it's Panama, Portugal, or Paris, all right? They want to know about how to maintain their finances. And you should, okay? That's important. That is how we are able to maintain our living abroad. So, are you ready for Moolah Money Monday? Moolah Money Monday? If so, then continue to watch. All right, let's go. All right, guys. So, with all jokes aside, all right, Moolah Money Monday is really important, and it's important that we take our finances and our planning of our finances seriously. Okay. I have been here in Panama now for almost 3 years, and okay, when I came here, I did none of these steps. So I have learned my lesson. And so, as I am a retired widow living on Social Security and living abroad in Panama City, Panama, I am not a financial advisor. Um, I'm not into finances at all, but I can share with you guys my experience and some of the lessons that I've learned about my finances and my financial advisors. Did you know that financial advisors in the US cannot advise you when you move abroad? I didn't know that. I had to learn that the hard way. My accounts had to be frozen. I did not have access to my accounts simply because I was trying to access them abroad. I didn't know I couldn't do that. And so I want to make sure that you do not fall into that category or you do not get somewhere further from the US if that's where you're coming from. So again, I am just sharing my knowledge and my experiences. I'm not an expert in this field at all, but I do suggest that you get with an expert. All right. Now, with that being said, let's talk about how to set up your finances and how to be able to contact your financial advisors even while you're living abroad. The first thing, of course, you want to do is to manage your finances. What I'm saying is to try to consolidate as much as possible your accounts. Okay? I had so many accounts in so many different systems, brokerage systems, annuities, 401, IRAs, Bitcoin. Okay, I thought that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to have all of those accounts. Do now is to consolidate, to manage your money, and make sure that you can see your money in one spot. Okay, so consolidate as much as possible without taking penalties. Don't move money that will penalize you for moving it. I have several annuities, unfortunately, that I cannot touch for the next 5 years unless I take a penalty. That means I am not consolidating those annuities. But my 401k, my IRA accounts, my savings and things of that nature, those I can consolidate. All right. Put in one account, open up my spreadsheet, and I see all of that money there. And then my annuities are in another account. All right. Now, I know a lot of you who are probably leaving the United States and you're saying you're leaving it for good. Okay. You're not going back. And so you're selling everything. You're selling your house, you're selling your furniture, you're selling your car, everything. You're getting rid of your mailing address, you're getting rid of your telephone number. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. At least not for a year. Okay. All right, guys, this is non negotiable. Your need to keep your US mailing address and phone number. These are two things you probably take for granted right now: US mailing addresses and your cell phone number. Once you move, these become your financial lifelines. And if you don't handle them correctly, you can get completely locked out of your own money. It's all about risks and regulations. For US banks, brokerages, and credit card companies, a foreign address and phone number are massive red flags. It immediately signals that you are a higher risk for fraud, money laundering, and that you're subject to different tax laws. Their simplest solution: restrict your account or shut it down entirely to avoid the hassle. So here's exactly why you need to keep them. Banks and brokerage companies, compliance. Most financial institutions' terms of service require you to maintain a US address. A foreign address can trigger an automatic review, leading to your account being frozen. Trust me, I know mine were frozen when I tried to access it from Panama. They need a US address to send legal notices, tax forms like 1099s, and new debit and credit cards. There's a you haven't really left hack that you can do, and that's by maintaining a US address. You fly under the radar. The system still sees you as a resident, bypassing a ton of automated compliance flags. How to do this the right way. Mail forwarding services is your best option. Companies like Traveling Mailbox, Earth Class Mail, or the US Global Mail gives you a real street address, not a PO box. They scan your mail and you can view it online 24/7. You can tell them to shred junk mail, deposit your checks, or forward important physical items to you internationally. It's a virtual mailbox and it's worth every penny. Or you can use a trusted family or friend. This also can work, but it's a big ask. They have to be organized enough to not just throw important tax documents into a drawer for 6 months. Okay. The US phone number is your key to the digital vault. This is arguably even more important than the address. This is about access. The two-factor authentication, this is the biggest reason. Your banks will send a text or a call to your number to verify it's you logging in. If that number is now a Panamanian number, their system may block it outright. No code, no access. No access, no money. And let's talk about customer service nightmares. If you have to call your bank, the automated system will often ask you for your phone number to pull up your account. If it doesn't recognize the number, You can be stuck in an automated loop, never reaching a human. Doing it the right way, port your number to Google Voice. Before you close your US phone plan, port your existing number to Google Voice. It's like a one time fee of $20. This severs it from your carrier and turns it into a voice IP number. You can then send and receive texts and calls for free over Wi Fi anywhere in the world. It looks and acts like a normal US number to every bank and website. Now, the crucial warning here is do not rely on your current carrier's international plan. It can be very expensive. And if you cancel your plan or fail to pay, you lose the number forever. However, Google Voice is permanent. So, to put it simply, your US address keeps the banks from shutting you down. Your US phone number lets you talk to the banks. Set these two things up before you move, and you'll save yourself from a genuine financial crisis. It's the ultimate set it and forget it expat hack. How to consolidate your accounts? All right, let's get into the nitty gritty, you guys. Why bother consolidating? Think about it. You have three different 401ks from old jobs, a couple of random brokerage accounts you opened on a whim, checking accounts at different banks, and now imagine having to manage all of those from Panama, often using a VPN. It's a headache you just don't need. Consolidation simplifies everything. Fewer logins, fewer tax forms, and a clearer picture of your entire financial life in one place. Okay, so the goal is to get all of your 401ks from previous employers into, into a single self-directed IRA. What you want to do is contact your targeted brokerage, the one that you've chosen that's expat friendly. Someone like Charles Schwab. Tell them you want to do a direct rollover. This is key. A direct rollover means straight from your old 401k provider to a new IRA custodian. You never touch the money. This way, there are no taxes or penalties. They will handle most of the process. You'll just need to fill out some paperwork to give them authorization to transfer. The pro tip, do this while you're still in the US or have a US address and phone number. This is why it's important not to get rid of your US address and phone number. It makes the verification process infinitely easier. All right, so next you want to move your investments. Move your investments from multiple small brokerage accounts into one primary, one that is expat friendly. Initiate an ACAT transfer. ACAT stands for Automated Customer Account Transfer. This allows you to move your stocks and cash between brokers without having to sell them. Again, you're avoiding triggering capital gain taxes. Contact your new broker, the one you're consolidating into. They are incentivized to help you and will have a dedicated team to pull your assets over from your old brokers. Have your most recent statements from your old accounts ready. The process can take a week or maybe two to complete for each account. The goal is to reduce daily complexity, not necessarily your total number of accounts. Next, let's simplify banking. Reduce the number of checking and savings accounts you actively use. Choose one or two primary banks that have strong international services. Think Charles Schwab for no ATM fees worldwide, or a large bank with a good app. Keep one credit card from a major issuer that has no foreign transaction fees. Notify them, of course, of your travel plans before you go. Do not close your oldest credit card accounts, as that could hurt your credit score. Just stop using them and put them in a safe place. You can even freeze them in a block of ice if you're worried about fraud. The golden rule is to start this process at least 2 to 3 months before you move. These transfers take time, and you don't want to be on a shaky Wi-Fi connection in a new country trying to sort out a paperwork snafu. By consolidating, you're building a clean, efficient financial fortress that's much easier to manage from anywhere in the world. All right, guys, so that is my video for you today. I hope you enjoyed the view. I love sharing my balcony view with you guys, and let me know in the comment section if you like this kind of format. I know sometimes you probably you want to see more than just me talking. And so this is my solution to that. I have such a beautiful view here in Panama, and I love sharing that with you guys. Watching the ships coming in and going to the canal, watching just daily life happening here in Panama while we talk about expat business. All right. So let me know in the comments if you like this, and I will, of course, do more. So thanks for watching. You guys be blessed and a blessing. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Nicole at the Ladies Place, signing off for now. Bye bye. It's Moolah Money Monday. It's Moolah Money Monday. It's Moolah Money Monday.